After Light Yagami died, the human realm had to adjust after the murderer Kira had disappeared. A majority of society moved on with their daily lives, but the ones that worshipped Kira as a god didn't move on so easily. Now let's get to it. It's the 1-year anniversary since Light Yagami died on January 28, 2011. The story starts off with two high school girls talking about turning up instead of studying for exams. Then we skip forward to Matsuda and this other NPC detective named Ide talking about how a majority of society believes Kira is just taking a break. Ultimately though, the world has gone back to normal like Kira never existed. Matsuda says, I wonder if we made the right choices the night that Light died. His detective homie tells him if we let Light Yagami live that night, then all the sacrifices all those years would have been for nothing. We now get to see Watari. He's reaching out from the whammy house and he's contacting the new police chief, Mr. Aizawa. He lets Aizawa know that L would like to speak to him. Nier is the person waiting on the other line of the phone. He lets Aizawa know that there's a new criminal organization he's been investigating and they're planning a drug deal 3 days from now in Japan. We skip forward to Aizawa reaching out to Matsuda and the NPC detective. He lets them know that Nier reached out and there's going to be a drug bust on January 21st at the Yellow Box. For those of you that don't know, the Yellow Box warehouse is where everything went down and where Light Yagami faced his defeat, so this is pretty suspicious. Matsuda questions, is it fate or a coincidence that we're gonna meet at the Yellow Box warehouse at the 1-year anniversary of Light Yagami's death? Matsuda straight up lets us know that he doesn't trust Nier, and since Nier's taking command of this mission, he doesn't know what to believe. Unlike the anime where Mikami had to off himself because he couldn't believe that Kira had lost, he never died in the manga. He was even yelling at Light, "You're not God, you're a fraud." Matsuda lets us know that he believes that Nier killed Mikami. In the manga, Mikami never died in the warehouse. He went to prison, but he died 10 days after his sentence and was deemed insane. Matsuda suspects that since Mikami had a fake death note during the warehouse incident, it's because Nier wrote in the real death note that Mikami wouldn't realize that the death note he has is fake and he will die 10 days after going to prison. The NPC detective tells Matsuda, even if your theory is true, the death note no longer exists. We have no evidence that Nier did this. Then Matsuda says that supports my theory even more, that Nier is a scumbag. You guys should remember the two fake rules Light wrote in the death note to trick the police force and Nier. One was you have to write a person's name every 13 days, or if you burned a death note, you die. Matsuda believes that once everybody found out that these rules were fake, Nier burned a death note to hide all evidence that he's the one that killed Mikami in prison. The NPC detective says, look, all I know that Nier was right. The death note really is the worst murder weapon of all time. And you guys remember how Mello's sacrifice led to the reveal of the real death note? Matsuda believes that Nier forced Mello to make that move. Matsuda just basically letting us know he does not fuck with Nier. The NPC detective's getting tired of all these theories. He tells Matsuda this is all your desire. Your desire because you still like Light and you can't accept that he was Kira. The NPC tells Matsuda, I know we made the right choice by teaming up with Nier. Matsuda tells him, how can you be so sure? And he replies with, if it wasn't for Nier, we all wouldn't be alive right now. They meet up with the police chief Aizawa and they're ready to discuss their new case. Nier, or now known as L, is talking to everybody from a distance and says, let me explain the situation we have at hand. We get an image of some distant mountains with a long line of people leaving a trail. As we get a closer shot, we get to see that these people are resembling a cult. They got candles, babies, hoodies, this shit is creepy. There seems to be a leader of this cult and it looks like they're about to commence some sort of ritual or prayer. And the only dialogue we get from this mysterious figure is Lord Kira. My boy Light was really the god of the new world. My boy's got twisted motherfuckers worshipping him and shit. I can't even lie, that's hard. And the cult leader's looking like a dime. R.I.P. Kira.